But the doctor
But I guess it makes
discovered
sense. Get
something
them
new
medical
for me.
attention as quick as you
Something
can.
he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me.
Oh.
Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir.
Man, they get
Hey,
pointy at the top.
Easy there.
Yeah, watch where you point those little jets of fire, buddy. Good lord. Aw. What are they reaching for?
Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
So, this way? Oh, buttholes. Wait, no.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what those
Hard
are.
to tell. Visibility is poor. It's going to be harder than before. I don't know how
Plants.
the
I'm not assured about plants being
When
here.
it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course.
Can we just jump?
I
Can
set
we just
the
jump into the pool?
environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Okay, so the probe's gonna lead the way. Hi, buddy.
Hi, B. Lead the way.
It's B. Let's go, B.
I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
B can't be evil. They don't have intelligence.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still
Unless
just
something
tools in the
overrides
hand of
them.
man, often faulty.
They're like Pokemon. They can't be evil. They only can have evil masters. Just gonna lead me on a little adventure. Just me and B going on a little robot adventure. Oh, B. Taking the scenic route, huh? Oof. It's a chasm.
Oh, we have a problem.
Chasm.
Something serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially. Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No,
Yeah.
not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Maybe a little bit.
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then
Oh boy. Machines will get their rights.
It will be fine at first. We'll feel more powerful than ever. And they, by becoming more human-like, will blend into our society. The boundaries will disappear. They will be granted their rights and given a voice. They will live on par with humans.
You know what, Doctor? That sounds like some blasted science fiction.
Oh, yeah,
Which I
gosh
definitely
darn
don't
it.
want to live.
Shh, Astrogator. Can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're
Wow.
talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Or like the others, fried. kind of a weird discussion that we're still, like, kind of facing down, right? Like, one day we're going to create a singularity artificial intelligence that is capable of rationalizing and making its own decisions, its own distinctions. And before that day comes, we got to be having some serious discussions on rights. And we still haven't finished up discussions on, like... I'm allowed to get enthusiastic about things without being punished, you know. Gosh darn it. We need to be having, like, discussions on, like, cephalopod rights and even, like,
Dr.
squids
Gorski, are you here somewhere?
as incredibly intelligent creatures. Probably even, like, parrots and ravens, honestly. Like, we have a generalized respect for them, but that doesn't extend very far. I mean, that's one outcome that could be possible, Lib, is, yeah, robots taking over humanity. And as ironic as that statement is, it was said with a grain of seriousness in that fiction, too.
Kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use a language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations.
Density?
They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock.
I'm curious
That's how
about
it
that
looks.
light rock right
To put it
there.
briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Colonial system.
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals in a purely visual category because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures, perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues, no nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
Yeah, all right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
I love this doctor so much. She's very, very good at her job. Oh, they actually light up on the spectrograph, too. 1 to several meters is, I mean, it is accurate. That's, you know, that one's about 1 meter. That one's about several meters. And, like, yeah, you could probably say, like, 7 to 9 meters. But, honestly, we don't know the nature of them. So, just several meters is apt description. Now, if you said they, like, extend all the way up a half a kilometer up the mountain, that's a whole other thing, too. Oh, got a tunnel here.
Investigator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain.
By not doing it and declaring
It's
Gorski
your
dead.
decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
Okie dokie.
You may lose another crew member.
If you think so. Turn back now.
No, I won't. I can't leave him.
I appreciate that Gorski's
just-
actually,
I'm concerned.
It's
not like some battle
understandable.
hardened in general. They actually care. I voice my concern that I might die. He says, don't risk it. Turn back.
I'm going to the doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Oh boy, well, here we go. Got wiggly branch creatures. Moving on in. Oh, we have to make contact with them, don't we? Oh, man. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. What if they're like jellies and they you know, have... Oh! Whoa, hey!
What's the rush? That was for the probe. Excuse me?
Zooming on by. Okay. Try not to upset them.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250.
Woo! Reckless for sure. I think Gorski was definitely making some big mistakes by going that far.
30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over?
Roger that.
Alright, so this is planetfall. We still don't know how I ended up unconscious over on the cliff over there, but we're making some progress with my memory.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition tech sent. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent. 47 miles.
Copy. Entering final.
Oh! Concerned for my tailbone.
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
Yeah, wish me luck. Here we go. Woo!
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
Lander number 2.
100%. The dust has already settled.
Okay. Beetle!
I've located the second
Bee and
lander.
Beetle.
Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right.
Oh, okay. How was it? Wait, what? How? How was I the last person in contact with them? We'll manage.
We've gotten out of worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now,
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
this lack of communication. It takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes.
Ah,
It worries me too.
that is weird. We're just continuing to explore this. Oh! Mwah. This not Martian planet. Whoa. Whoa! What is that? What's going on there? Is that cloud structures? Is that a river? Is that a stream? Okay, we'll check that out in a second. I want to see if I can see what's up here. Let me up. Can we get up here? We can climb up pretty high. Just gonna kind of like Skyrim horse our way up this mountain. Ah! 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 It's too bright. Okay, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. The red sun beams down. Actually, they did talk about it being ready to go red dwarf. Like, it's borderline red
My
dwarf.
legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Is this the same planet? Because I thought gravity was less on this planet. But also, I don't remember there... Okay. They did talk about there being an ocean here. You know, we got these flashbacks. And I believe them to all be in context of the same time stream line, but like, you know? Oh god, that's beautiful.
Damn, you were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Okay, we got like water vapor, some cool clouds, some very cool clouds. Got a planet rise. We've got, is that nebula in the sky, or is that just bits of cloud? It has to be bits of cloud, right? Like nebula wouldn't be that brilliant through an atmosphere. I mean, you're right. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I'm just here for the experience. God, what an experience. So I seem to have pretty much most of my tools. Okay. So this is their exploration tracker. This is where I'm working on.
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
I love this coastline. Aw, we can't go down to the beach. Darn it. What's that? What? Wait, hang on. What's this? Oh, do we put a flag?
I have an object in sight.
It's not our flag. Oh. Whose flag is this? Okay. A field flag.
This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Okay, that is ours then.
Oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
It's fair enough. Makes sense.
Copy that. Heading east.
Oh, okay. They must have done some major trekking then. Wow. Good lord. Okay, so those photos we saw earlier were not of a different search party. Maybe? But they were of this... Oh, we're already littering.
Stop for a break.
How do you know? Are
That's
there
not
any
cool.
signs of the crew?
Some slob left litter here. Had no respect for an alien ecosystem at all.
Jesus.
What kind of litter?
Cigarette butt. A crumpled pack.
So, taking off the helmet for no good reason. Risk of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Irresponsible spreading of DNA. Compared to this, the damage of an already extinct ecosystem is basically a negligible issue.
I agree, actually.
That's true. It's just, apart from keeping our crew safe, I also have academic concerns.
That's completely understandable, Doctor. However, we must focus on the mission. It has the highest priority, always.
It's just against the galactocentric code.
But such thinking is an anti-example of the galactocentric code. We should explore other worlds, while keeping our own interference to a minimum.
Yeah.
Whether in the solar system, in the far reaches of the Milky Way, or in a completely different galaxy.
She is passionate about
I've heard
this.
a thing or two about galactocentrism. Do not meddle in other non-human matters. Seize the void, but do not attack that which has developed its own equilibrium over millions of years.
Yeah.
Do not consider anything other than human as either better or worse.
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful, Doctor. But no one will be satisfied with the void, or someone else's well-being. In my opinion, this is an idealized doctrine of scientists who spend most of their lives idly gazing at the sky.
Like me.
Not at all.
Uh-huh.
You are actively involved in space exploration, Doctor.
Planet has already been contaminated, but don't do more. Can we pick up the rest? No, we're just gonna have some cigarette butts to ourselves? Okay. We're actively leaving behind, like, our own bacteriophages, which will then and there compete for resources with the other bacteriophages on this planet, and end up creating, like, a sub-ecosystem. Basically contaminating all sorts of life on this planet. Think of a virus invading your own immune system. Chekhov's cigarette.
Time seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand. So much sand.
You sound tired, Jasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator.
Those almost look like markings on the wall.
Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour.
An hour? Oh my god. Jeez. Wolf Dad, hello. We probably got a couple more hours in us for sure, for sure. How are you doing, friends? Good to see you. Alright, let's see here. I mean,
Found a convenient passage.
it's a bit of a walking simulator, but
You still have a long way to go.
Well then, you should save your breath, Astrogator.
like in the same way that Scorn is, you know? Like, Scorn was a beautiful experience. This is much more of like a storybook experience. That would make sense, because, you know, based off of a novel. Okay, so we could explore this way. It's going to take up extra time, and I guess that'd be a... Looks like it connects in the middle there. Doing good, not suspicious at all. If you say so. Oh yeah, we're afraid to contaminate Io. That would make sense too. Okay, can't climb up there. I am not sure I have
Whilst
Invincible.
traversing this planet,
Brief me.
I'm becoming more and more convinced that what I know is not the same as what exists. What can exist.
I must admit it's an interesting thought. And quite disturbing.
I mean, life as we know it.
What is this? Growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I do not have my binoculars. It does not have binoculars for me. Huh. That actually sounds really cool. Become a tavern keeper of a small village inn. I like that. No, at this moment we don't have binoculars. We have other equipment. We got these. But this is a flashback, and I guess during this flashback I wasn't smart enough to bring binoculars with me.
Pardon me, do you have any grape coupon?
I do not, little buddy. You trying to make a sandwich? Okay, nothing here. Whoa. That's not good.
Yeah. I feel nauseous. Suddenly.
Been on the surface for just under half an hour.
That's not it. I feel darkness.
Maybe step out of the plants.
Hang on.
Okay. So is it related to the plants or not? Okay, I guess we're fine. Yeah, let's have no dialogue follow up with that at all. Uh-oh. Stop fucking with the fauna. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. And every time you touch the fauna, things get weird. Oh boy. I mean, it's not even skin contact, which is why I think, like, you know, the jellyfish tendrils. We're not sure if it's plant or animal. We're not sure what it is at all. Oh.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
Let's hope he can hear us. I'm also worried about what could potentially have happened with our crewmates going back to the ship. Because I mean, if they're contaminated with something, they're bringing the contamination with them, possibly.
Yes, all good.
Oh,
They're
okay, there we
already
go.
in the infirmary on life support. You found them in time.
Did they react in any way?
How about their reactions? Have they regained consciousness? I mean, maybe one of them said something.
Unfortunately, they're still unresponsive. I'll let you know if anything changes. I'm doing an EEG on them right now.
Okay. So yeah, like, I mean, think about an alien. They bring the guy back on the ship with the thing stuck to his face. Now it's against protocol. Well, here we're dealing with spore-like contaminants, it seems. Based off my observation. Yeah, maybe things communicate exclusively through radio waves, which is why we have so much interruption. Hello, yeah. I see that.
Guess I know where Gorska was going.
See, now I have binoculars. Gotta zoom out a little bit, though. This one seems a lot more structural based rather than the branching climbing stuff we saw before. Did you just take a picture of me? Stop it. Alright, we're gonna go
I
down.
confirm. Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet?
Because he's probably suffering the same issues as the other crew members, which begs the question, what about
Going
us?
down after him. Tell me one more thing. What did you do with Koval?
I put him in the infirmary, on a drip.
Oh boy.
Is he still calmer than Dr. Crowther?
Probably should have checked the integrity of the rope
I had to give
first.
Crowther a sedative. And Cobble fell asleep on his own after he got into bed.
She did, Zed. You're 100% right.
But hopefully rest will help them.
Ripley was the only intelligent one in the Alien, in the original Alien movie. Oh!
Captain, that report.
1 sec.
Well,
Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
the ground's way down there.
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
I see footprints.
Can you go back?
What if we grab onto the robot and it lowers us to the ground? We might have some burn marks, but still.
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight. No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
Like, just swinging?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
No. Not really.
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking...
B,
if
don't take
Gorski
pictures.
went down
Give me
this
a lift.
way and didn't break anything.
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
Stop taking my picture! What are you doing?
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There
I have
is
a radiation meter, I just
certain
noticed that.
possibility.
Oximeter's still in the green. Wow, I got such good oxygen.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Hi, B. Yes, I can see the probe. Yeah?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
Yeah! Finally, a logical
sure
solution to
will?
these weird situations!
That I cannot guarantee.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
All right. Let's give it a try.
I'm entering
Finally,
the
some
instructions.
sci-fi
You
with,
will
like,
guide me.
some thought to it. Thank goodness. 1 meter forward?
1 meter forward.
It's a little further.
I can't reach it.
Yeah,
bit
slower
closer,
descent
please.
a little bit. Alright, there we go. Hi, Bee. Hi, Bee. Help me, Bee.
Is the maneuver complete?
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
Bee, thank you! You're the best. You're the best, Bee. Are you okay? I heard a clang. Come here, I want to examine you. You drop anything? No, you seem to be okay. Yeah, you seem fine. Okay. What's up? Whoa. We got like civilizational level structure going on down here.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Yeah, about
Built
that.
by Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet,
Whoa,
this could
things
be
change
it.
up there.
These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Or a hive.
Are you saying that
No.
Hive
no.
is another word.
There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Left or right?
Well, not yet.
I can't even see the bottom.
the structures go that deep?
Yes. I dread to think.
What if Gorski fell
What
down?
if Dr. Gorski fell down there?
I took that into account. when
Yeah,
calibrating
see, like, those
the
are...
probe. It
The
will
structure
examine the
changes
bottom.
at the top.
I'll let you know if I find him.
Like, that reminds me of, like, hive colony creatures.
The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters. Even 150.
And all made of this metal.
To a significant degree. If something were to live here,
Yes?
it would have to be very small. Like insects.
Like, I don't think that's
On the
small.
other hand, there's no flora around to support such organisms.
Well, we've seen some flora. Oh. Oh.
Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he must have discovered something. And since
like he tried to
suffers from
communicate
excessive
out.
ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We definitely saw
sounds
that.
more like him. Have you chosen where to go?
No, not yet.
I'm still wondering.
We need to take decisive action.
Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection. Set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Got a bridge, we got some clearance. Yeah, okay. So, it wants to ask if we want to travel through the gap or bridge the narrows. I could climb over that, right? Is that what it wanted to ask of me? Is that what it was asking of me? Where's the other option? Blocked way. Okay, so I guess I only can go the gap. Unless I can go down. Is there another pathway down there? Whoops! I'm fine. Alright, now we're on the metal structure.
When you admire a beautiful view, an hour seems like a minute. But a minute on a hot stove will seem longer than an hour.
Does Regis 3 feel like a hot stove?
Sometimes. All right.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauter, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours.
Possibly.
These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It feels like it grows. It feels like it's growing.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow, by itself.
Oh. You've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Right. It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
Pandos, you
A
know,
colony
those
of
like
populous
bear-like
tremoloids.
creatures.
American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Who says it's dead?
That does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
So where did the original aspen come from? That's my question. I don't feel too secure walking across this rusted surface.
Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep, wherever I look, there's metal.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
Just a sec.
Hopefully I took my tetanus.
I need to get out. Phew. Again.
Maybe you should use the detector. Will indicate the thickness of the structures.
That's a good idea, actually, Doc. Thank you. Detector tweak. Am I doing it right?
Okay. I can see a safe route on the detector.
Okay, we're good.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but the oceanic forms here are similar to those on Earth. So
Oh,
there
no,
should
I
be
believe it, Grove Tender, I
similarities
believe
on
it.
land as well.
Similarities?
Life, Astrogator. I still think there should be life on the surface of Regis 3.
I mean, again, that you have to very, very clearly define what life is. Because we might be walking on it right now and not even know. But have an idea of. we go.
Doctor, I found something after all.
From Gorski.
It's hard to tell. There are errors in the transmission header. I'm going to play it, so we'll find out.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in.
No doubt. It's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
Bugger. No confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that... A thicket of bushy, pointed
Sorry,
rods
just
and
checking
threads.
something.
Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. All together similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current.
Hey, buddy, what you doing over there?
Not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain.
A brain the size of a planet.
The Lyrans. A race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip.
Wow, his imagination just went wild with it.
Schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken.
Maybe it's a deliberate action?
This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
The Invincible.
I don't know, sir.
Maybe let's go back to the recording.
Okay, so I can't acknowledge that. It's just abandoned things.
Just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
Oh, so far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man, nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
I don't think it's a myth.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorski did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
Yeah, I also discovered some
There
handprints.
were more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Seems like he might be running from something.
Yes, sir. You heard me right. As if he fell and then crawled on all fours.
Bloodstains?
No, luckily nothing like that.
What you doing over there? Aw. Do you ever feel like you're in a Windows 95 screensaver? Jeez. All right, we're back. We did a little wandering. How's our oxygen levels? Uh-oh.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
Could have more of the same stuff?
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Back in the camp, you reported Merritt's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar.
Okay, I see these patches.
Phew.
Brain the size of the planet, and they want me to fetch you from the cargo bay. I love Marvin the Depressed Robot so much. I think macro computer would probably be pretty accurate so far. Because, I mean, it's not required to have uniform structure in anything. But it usually helps. Granted, humans are kind of a little bit obsessed with
I heard
geometry
that the
and
difference between past, present, and future is nothing
synchronicity,
but a persistent illusion.
That's a quote, right?
Yeah.
but not necessarily
I'm not
every
sure why it
creature out
came
there
to
might
mind.
be.
Finally, I have his position.
A visual?
Oh boy,
Not yet.
it's really deep in here. Man, your shadows are harrowing. What are these glowing spots? Is this light refracting down? I guess it might be light somehow leaking down in. But it almost looks like the substrate is glowing. Got a backpack.
I found his backpack. You know what
Found
that means,
Gorski.
sir?
Yes.
Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole.
Oh no. Oh no.